Hello and welcome dear students. I am Shravan Kumawat, your maths teacher. In the last lecture we have discussed the definition of a matrix and we did one example based on the definition of a matrix. Today we will start the next topic of matrices, that is types of matrices. In types of matrices, the first type of matrix is rectangular matrix. Now what is a rectangular matrix? Rectangular matrix is a matrix in which number of rows are not equal to number of columns. Number of rows are not equal to number of columns. This type of matrix is known as a rectangular matrix. For example, A is a matrix contains the elements 5, -1, 0, 2, 3, 4 and it contains 2 rows, horizontal lines are known as row and 3 columns, vertical lines are known as column. So the order of this matrix is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is what? Order of matrix, and the first number denotes number of row and second number denotes number of column, and in this case number of rows are not equal to number of column. Therefore this type of matrix is known as what? Rectangular matrix. Let us take another example. B is a matrix having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It contains 3 rows, horizontal lines, 3 horizontal lines, so 3 rows and 2 vertical lines, therefore 2 columns. So the order of this matrix is 3 by 2 and here number of rows are not equal to number of columns. Therefore this matrix is what? Is an example of rectangular matrix. Now let us define the next type of matrix. The next type of matrix is row matrix. Row matrix is the special case of rectangular matrix. Row matrix is the special case of what? Rectangular matrix. What is row matrix? Row matrix is a matrix which consists of only a single row and any number of columns. Which consists of only one row and any number of columns. For example, C is a matrix having elements 1, -1, 0. It consists of only one row and 3 columns. So here the word row is important. R equals to 1 and any number of column, and this matrix C contains 1 row and 3 column. So it is an example of row matrix. Let us take another example. A is a matrix having elements X and Y and it contains 1 row and 2 column. One row is important. A matrix which consists of only a single row and any number of column is known as what? Row matrix. Next type of matrices is what? Column matrix. Now the word itself indicates column matrix means what? A matrix which consists of only a single column and any number of rows. Any number of row and single column. For example, A is a matrix which contains the elements 1, 2, 3 and it consists of 3 rows and 1 column. Therefore this is an example of column matrix. Let us take another example. B is a matrix contains the elements 10 and 20. It consists of 2 rows and 1 column. Therefore this is an example of column matrix. So row and column matrices are the special cases of what? Rectangular matrix. These are rectangular matrices also. Column and row matrices are what? Types of rectangular matrices. Now next type of matrix is what? Square matrix. Square, the word itself indicates. What about square? In geometry, all sides are equal. So square matrix is a matrix. Square matrix is a matrix in which number of rows are always equal to number of columns. Number of rows are always equal to number of columns. For example, A is a matrix contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. And the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means what? It contains 2 rows and 2 columns. And here number of rows are equal to number of columns. Therefore this is an example of square matrix. Let us take another example of a matrix of order 3 by 3. 3 by 3 means what? It contains 3 rows and 3 columns. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is an example of a matrix of order 3 by 3. Here number of rows and number of columns are equal. Therefore this matrix is what? Is an example of square matrix. Now what is the difference between rectangular matrix and square matrix? in rectangular matrix, number of rows are not equal to number of column, but in case of square matrix, number of rows are always equal to number of column. Now, next type of matrices is diagonal matrix. Next type of matrix is what? Diagonal matrix. Before we define diagonal matrix, you should know basic construction of a matrix that we have already discussed in first lecture. 1 1 1 2 1 3, 2 1 2 2 2 3, 3 1 3 2 3 3. And we know that an element of a matrix is denoted by Aij. I denotes number of row and J denotes number of column. So Aij is the element of ith row and jth column. That means what? A11 denotes the element of first row and first column. A12 denotes elements of first row and second column. And A13 denotes elements of first row and third column, and so on. Now, what are diagonal elements? What are diagonal elements? Diagonal and non-diagonal elements are present only in case of a square matrix. Diagonal elements means what? An element in which I equal to j. I equal to j means what? Element of first row, first column, second row, second column, third row, third column. Such types of elements are known as diagonal elements, and diagonal elements are possible only in case of a square matrix. So here A11, A22 and A33, these three elements are known as diagonal elements, and remaining all 6 elements are known as what? Non-diagonal elements. Let us take example of matrix of order 2 by 2, A11, A12, A21, A22. Here I equal to j means first row, first column, second row, second column. A11 and A22 are known as diagonal elements, and these remaining 2 elements are known as non-diagonal elements. Now let us see what is the definition of a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix is a matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are 0. Now what are non-diagonal elements? In which I is not equal to j. The elements in which I is not equal to j are known as non-diagonal elements. Here what? I equal to 1, 2 and j equal to 2. I equal to 1, j equal to 3, I equal to 2, j equal to 3. Therefore these 3 and these 3 elements are total 6 elements are known as diagonal element. And here I equal to 1, j equal to 2, I equal to 2, j equal to 1. These 2 elements are known as non-diagonal elements. Now what is diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix is a matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are 0. All the non-diagonal elements are 0. And at least one diagonal element is non-zero. All the non-diagonal elements are 0, 0, 0, 0. These 3 and these 3 total 6 elements are known as what? Non-diagonal elements. All these non-diagonal elements are 0, and diagonal elements are not simultaneously all 0. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. This is an example of diagonal matrix. Let us take an example of matrix of 2 by 2. This is also a diagonal matrix because all the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal matrix are not simultaneously all 0. Let us take another example of matrix C of order 3 by 3. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is also an example of diagonal matrix because all 3 elements are not simultaneously 0. So what is diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix is a matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are 0. All the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are at least one diagonal element is non-zero. Now next type of matrices is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is a type of what? Diagonal matrix we can say. Next type of matrix is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is a type of diagonal matrix or a square matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same. All the diagonal elements are same and non-diagonal elements are 0. For example, A is a matrix having elements 5, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 5, and here all the diagonal elements, that is A11, A22 and A33, all are same. Therefore this is what? An example of scalar matrix. So scalar matrix is a type of square matrix or a type of diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same and non-diagonal elements are 0. Let us take another example of order 2 by 2, minus 3, 0, 0, minus 3. Here all the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are same, that is minus 3 and minus 3. So this is an example of what? Scalar matrix. Now next type of matrix is what? Identity matrix. Next type of matrix is identity matrix. Identity, or it is also known as unit matrix. Unit means what? 1. So it is also the type of diagonal or special case of scalar matrix. Unit means what? 1. So a diagonal matrix which consists of all the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are always 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. A matrix in which all the diagonal elements are always 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. This type of matrix is known as what? Unit matrix or identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrices are usually denoted by capital letter I. So I is a matrix or identity matrix of order 3 by 3. Of order 3 by 3. So what is identity matrix? Identity matrix is a matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are always equal to 1. Now this is identity matrix of 3 by 3. Next 2 by 2, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is an identity matrix of order 2 by 2 because here in the diagonal elements are 1, 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. So what is diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix is also the type of diagonal matrix or special case of scalar matrix. So identity matrix is always a scalar matrix, but all scalar matrices are not identity matrix. Next type of matrix is zero matrix or null matrix. Next type of matrix is zero matrix or null matrix. Now the word itself indicates zero matrix means what? A matrix in which all the elements are 0. This type of matrix is known as what? Zero matrix. For example, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is a matrix of order 2 by 2 and all the elements are 0 and it is denoted by a capital letter O. It is capital letter is O, but we will read it as zero matrix. Let us take another example. 0, 0. This is also an example of null matrix or zero matrix because all the elements are 0. This is also an example of zero matrix because all the elements are 0. The zero matrix or null matrix may be square or rectangular matrix. Zero matrix may be square or a rectangular matrix. Next example, let us take 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is a type of rectangular matrix because it contains 2 rows and 3 columns, but all elements are 0. Therefore, this is known as what? Zero matrix or null matrix. This is square matrix because number of rows are equal to number of columns, but all elements are 0. Therefore, this is known as what? Null matrix. So, for identity matrix, always we have to use the word I, means identity matrices are always denoted by capital letter I, and null matrices are zero matrices always denoted by a capital letter O. In the next lecture, we will see singular matrix, non-singular matrix, symmetric, skew symmetric matrix. Thank you.